Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, where I talk about all things health, wellness, and how to take control of your life when dealing with stuff like chronic conditions. My name's Zephyr, and today I want to dive deep into this ebook I've been reading called Managing Chronic Kidney Disease. If you're someone dealing with CKD, or maybe you know someone who is, stick around because this is going to be a super positive, ultra detailed review. I'm going to walk you through what the book covers, why I think it's a game changer, and how it could really help you out. But first, quick disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, this isn't medical advice, and you should always chat with your healthcare provider before making any changes to your routine. All right, let's jump in. So, a little backstory on how I found this ebook. About a year ago, my aunt was diagnosed with stage 3 CKD, and it was a wake-up call for the whole family. We started researching ways to manage it better, beyond just the doctor's visits and meds. I came across Managing Chronic Kidney Disease online. It popped up in some health forums and Amazon recommendations. It's available as an ebook, which is awesome because you can download it instantly and read it on your phone or tablet. The author seems to have put a ton of research into it, drawing from medical guidelines, patient stories, and practical tips. It's not one of those fluffy self-help books. It's packed with real evidence-based info, but written in a way that's easy to digest, like a conversation with a knowledgeable friend. The book kicks off with a solid introduction to what CKD actually is. It explains how your kidneys work, like these amazing filters that clean your blood, balance fluids, and help with blood pressure, and what happens when they start to slow down. It breaks down the stages of CKD, from stage 1, where there's mild damage but normal function, all the way to stage 5, where you might need dialysis or a transplant. I love how it uses simple analogies, like comparing your kidneys to a car's engine that needs regular maintenance to avoid breaking down. It also covers the common causes, like diabetes, high blood pressure, and even things like repeated infections or family history. But here's the positive spin. The book emphasizes that with early detection and smart management, you can slow progression big time, and sometimes even improve things. That hopeful tone runs through the whole thing, which is so motivating. Moving into the meat of the book, it has this comprehensive section on risk factors and how to evaluate them. It talks about getting regular checkups, like the kidney health check, which includes blood tests for GFR, that's glomerular filtration rate, basically how well your kidneys are filtering, urine tests for albumin, and blood pressure monitoring. The ebook stresses that catching CKD early is key, and it gives tips on who should get screened, like if you're over 60, have diabetes, or a history of heart issues. It even mentions hotspots for kidney disease in certain areas or populations, but in a way that's empowering, not scary. For example, it says Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples might have higher risks, but with targeted management, outcomes can be great. Now, let's get into the management strategies. This is where it gets ultra detailed and super helpful. The book outlines a step-by-step plan that's both evidence-based and practical for everyday life. It starts with lifestyle changes, which it calls the foundation of managing CKD. Diet is a huge focus. It recommends a kidney-friendly eating plan that's low in sodium, phosphorus, and potassium, but high in fresh fruits, veggies, and whole grains where appropriate. It warns about hidden salts and processed foods, and suggests swapping them for home-cooked meals. There's a whole part on portion control and reading labels, with examples like choosing low-potassium fruits like apples over bananas if your levels are high. But it's positive. It highlights delicious recipes like herb-seasoned grilled chicken with steamed veggies or berry smoothies that won't spike your potassium. It also talks about the role of protein, not cutting it out entirely, but choosing high-quality sources like eggs or fish in moderation to reduce kidney strain. Exercise gets its own spotlight too. The ebook explains how regular activity can help control blood pressure, improve heart health, since CKD often goes hand in hand with cardiovascular issues, and even boost your mood. It suggests starting slow, like 30-minute walks most days, or low-impact stuff like swimming or yoga. It shares stories of people who incorporated this and saw their energy levels soar. Smoking cessation is another big one. It straight up says quitting can halve your risk of progression, and it offers tips like using apps or support groups. The positive vibe here is all about small wins adding up to big changes. On the medical side, it covers medications and treatments without getting too jargon heavy. It discusses things like ACE inhibitors or ARBs for blood pressure, which can protect your kidneys, and how to manage anemia or bone health issues that come with CKD. It says a section on controlling blood sugar if diabetes is involved, with advice on monitoring and adjusting meds under doctor supervision. It even touches on advanced stuff like preparing for renal replacement therapy if needed, but again, positively. It frames it as options for living well, like home dialysis or transplants, with comparisons of pros and cons in a balanced way. One of my favorite parts is the chapter on complications and how to handle them. It covers everything from fluid retention and swelling to fatigue and sleep issues. For each, it gives assessment tips like tracking your weight daily and management ideas, such as elevating your legs or using compression socks. It also addresses special circumstances like CKD during pregnancy or in older adults with tailored advice. For seniors, it talks about recognizing geriatric syndromes and integrating renal care with overall health management. The book includes practice pearls, these little nuggets of wisdom, like reminding you to stay hydrated but not overdo it, or how fructose in sugary drinks can worsen things, so opt for water infused with lemon instead. There's a strong emphasis on holistic care, too. It talks about mental health, how CKD can bring stress or depression, and suggests mindfulness, support networks, or even journaling. It encourages shared decision making with your doctor, using tools like decision aids to choose treatments that fit your life. And for those in progressive stages, it outlines conservative care options if dialysis isn't right, focusing on quality of life. The way it ties everything together into a personal action plan is really unique. It has checklists at the end of sections, like your weekly diet tracker or monthly health goals, which make it feel actionable. It's not just theory, it's stuff you can start today. I tried some of the diet tweaks myself to support my aunt, and we noticed she had more energy and better blood pressure readings after a few weeks. The global perspective is cool too. It draws from experts worldwide, so it's not just one viewpoint. Overall, pros, it's comprehensive without being overwhelming, positive and encouraging, backed by guidelines like KDIGO, and affordable as an ebook. Cons, maybe it could have more visuals like charts for food swaps, but honestly, that's minor. If you're looking to take charge of your CKD management, this is a must read. It empowered me to have better conversations with doctors and make real changes. If you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more health tips, and drop in the comments if you've read this ebook or have questions. I'll link it below. Remember, stay positive, take care of those kidneys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.